For rabbit and steel, I think I make myself a little smaller. So, and into the starter run. I still have no idea what yeah, offline, blah blah. I think I still go with cute and prepare. No. If I remember correctly, this one is new, right? I never played them. Bruiser Rabbit abilities, okay. Okay. Red hair, pink hair, blonde hair, green hair, blue hair, white hair. I do like pink hair. And I do like blonde hair, or pretty much any hair that is bright. Red is fine. No, I hate red hair. I'm joking. If that wasn't obvious. I think I go with... You know what? Let's go with the default. It's my first run here. With this character. Holy... Okay. Bim bim. Bim bim. Okay, quite a big cooldown. Let's see, what does it actually do? Deals 170 damage to a line in front of you. Other abilities can charge this up to a maximum of 4 times at once. Charge the attack deal 1.5 times the damage when used. Okay. Deals 70 damage twice to enemies directly in front of you. Has a 30% chance to charge your primary once. 30% chance only? Okay. Deals 100 damage to all enemies, charges your primary twice, and grants you Berserk. Global cooldowns become 0.8 seconds. Movement speed and mobility are increased. Faster movement. I like that. And I take shorter cooldown. Grants you Berserk. Wait a second. Why is the global cooldown of this ability 1.2 seconds if it gives me Berserk? The Berserk lasts for 5 seconds. Yeah, whatever. Grant brief invulnerability, jump 3 rabbit. Leaps in the direction you're moving and erase projectiles. Okay. Wait a second. Let's see. I want to know how far 3 rabbit leaps are. Okay, like half the height. 3 rabbits, I guess. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to press A until... No. I want to press B as soon as it's ready. Then I want press X twice and then A twice and then X again. B, X, X. Okay. B, X, X, A, X. And for the dodge I can still press Y. Aua. 200 damage. 200 DPS. I mean, for a first fight, it's fine. Okay, what do I have here? Your primary deals 70% more damage, but gains a 7-second cooldown when a percent chance succeeds. Its cooldown resets. That's interesting. Actually, no. The only percent chance that I have is my secondary. And that's only 30%. Give me an 80% thing and then I'll do it. 80% chance. Every 20 times you or debuffs you apply deal damage to an enemy, apply spark to all enemies. Deals damage to the affected enemy and its 2 closest neighbors once per second. So the more often I damage enemies, the more often this happens, and that is 200 damage. I don't work on debuffs and stuff. If I had multiple debuff abilities that deal damage over time, like every second or something, getting to 20 attacks or 20 times applying damage is probably easy. But I don't have that. When you erase projectiles in a radius around you, gain counter for 3 seconds. I have the bad habit not using dodge at all. And with this character I think it will be very difficult anyway, because every time I want to dodge, I also jump forward. Every 10 times you or debuffs you apply deal damage to an enemy, deal 200 damage to all enemies. Well, the static shock is just a stronger version than the Raiju Crown. Though technically the Raiju Crown, if it counts its own damages that it deals, is better. Okay. Brightstorm Spear has a 30% chance to dealing 100 damage to all enemies when your primary does damage. 30% chance. You know what? Let's go for a chance build. I take that. A little more chances. That also means I want to use my primary a little more often. Okay, that was worse than before. That was worse than before. So, what else do I have here? Every 2 times you use your special, gain Flash Star. The next primary deals 150% more damage, wears off when you use an attack. Increase your special damage by 20%. Your special will erase projectiles in a radius around you and grant brief invulnerability. Seems nice. Your primary deals 70% more damage. Its global cooldown is increased by 0.6 seconds. Your movement speed is also moderately reduced. Interesting. I don't like to be slow. But 70% is a huge number. Black Hole Charm. Deal 200 damage to all enemies when you use an ability or loot item with a cooldown of 10 seconds or more. What? What the heck? Whatever. So where was I? A Black Hole Charm. Deal 200 damage to all enemies when you use an ability or loot item with an ability or loot item with a cooldown of 10 seconds or more. Hits 1 extra time for every 10 seconds longer. The cooldown is then that up to 5 times. Okay, wait, my Fury, my special, has 12 seconds cooldown. That means I deal 200 damage extra for every special. Deal 200 damage to all enemies when you use an ability or loot item with a cooldown of 10 seconds or more. Hits 1 extra time for every 10 seconds longer. The cooldown is then that up to 5 times. Does this also only apply 5 times? Or what does this mean? Up to 5 times? Or does it mean it does up to 1000 damage with a cooldown of 50 seconds? Which ability has 50 seconds cooldown? Deal 30% more damage. It breaks if you take damage. No, I think I take that one. Even if it only deals damage 5 times, that's still 1000 damage. Pretty much guaranteed because I use my special. Aua. Okay, that's already more. Dark House Depths. Tasha! You are new? Oh, that's a new shopkeeper. I never saw them before. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're not a cat, you're a fox. Cool. Cool. Really cool. Essence of Steel. Luck Potion. Become slightly luckier, less Essence of Spell. Okay, none of them is my money potion. What can I do with my attacks though? Ruby Flame Hook. This 250 damage to a line in front of you. Other abilities can charge this up to a maximum of 4 times. Advanced damage and global cooldown are increased. Okay, the damage is increased, but also the global cooldown. So what I want is that on my 4 stacks. Idea. I use my secondary a bunch of times until I have 2 stacks. Then I use my special, so I have 4 stacks, and then I use my primary until my special's cooldown reduction thing wears off. I think that's an interesting idea. Or that deals slightly more damage, decreases the cooldown of your special by 0.5 seconds when used. Oh, what? Wait. Deals 80 damage twice to enemies directly in front of you. Has a 30% chance to charge your primary once. Decrease the cooldown of your special by 0.5 seconds when used. That's cool. How much money do I have? 37. Don't have enough money for both. I don't have enough money for both. Those in combination would be great. Would it? What is the cooldown at the moment? Global cooldown 1.6 seconds. Global cooldown 1 second. Hmm. .6 and 1. Yeah, I think I will take the secondary unless one of those is better. What the heck? Deals 500 damage to all enemies, charges your primary twice and grants you Berserk. That literally just increases the damage. Doesn't change anything else, only increase damage here. I do want that one though. What is the shield? Gain brief invulnerability, jump through your rabbit leaps in the direction you're moving, and erase projectiles at your destination. Supercharges your secondary twice, no longer charges the primary. Yeah, I think I go for the secondary thing, and now I don't have the money for anything left. No, not enough gold. So, one extra level up. So, for good measure. Pat. Thank you. Oh wow. Oh wow. But I do understand now. I do understand her attack pattern. And she's already gone. Oh. Aua. Aua. Dude. What's your problem? Stop it! That's not fair! Holy shit, that was a... What was this fight? This enemy was mean. The heck? One. And two. Okay. Oh! Okay, more puzzle area, I guess. Boy, is this mean. Ah, I hate it. I fucking died. Oh my god. Okay. Let's speed that up a little bit. That was mean. So, at least I know what to do now with my pattern. But the puzzle fights are mean. Okay, what do I have? Your max HP is increased by 1, has a 50% chance of healing you for 1 and granting you 100 XP at the end of each fight. More XP. I wonder how that turns out. Every 10 seconds fires a projectile at your target enemy that deals 250 damage. Every 10 seconds? Okay. Cooldown resets every time you move. 10 rabbit leaps. Oh. I move a lot, I gain a lot of extra damage. I see. Your primary applies curse. Afflicted enemies take 10% extra damage. 5 seconds only. Your defensive's range decreases by 30%, but now has a 2 second shorter cooldown and grants counter. Deal 200 damage to enemies when you use an ability or loot item with a cooldown of 10 seconds or more. More damage. Thank you. So. What do we have now? Your secondary strength becomes what? Your secondary strength becomes your special at what? Becomes your special and defensive's cooldown added together. Okay, multiplied by 10 divided by the times your secondary hits your target. Like, reset, does this reset every fight or is this like in total? Because that would be 12. How about the global cooldown? The strength becomes your special and defensive's cooldown added together. Multiplied by 10. Okay, wait a second. So this is 12. This is a 0, I guess? So 12 times 10 is 120. Would be 50 more damage for my secondary. Wait a second. No. That would be 7. 120 would be 60. That would decrease my damage on my secondary. Okay, every 15 seconds, Omega Charge your special. Every 15 seconds, Attacks deal 3 times damage when used. Oh. Oh, that's interesting because my special cooldown is already 12 seconds. What are 3 seconds waiting for, like the triple damage? All damage you deal increases by 20%. Percent chance triggers no longer happen. Oh. I don't know if I want that. Your secondary applies curse. Oh, thank you. Your defensive's cooldown becomes 10 seconds. Slightly increases movement speed. What is my defense cooldown at the moment? 8 seconds. Oh, but this would work with that. So my defense now deals 200 damage if I do that. And I move faster. Which I take. Nice. Dark House Depths. Wait. You are also a new shopkeeper. You ruffle my feathers. Don't mess with that. They reworked the shopkeeper. I kinda miss the cat a little, but that's really cute. Oh my god, that's really cute. Okay, from 70 to 80 damage, decrease the cooldown, blah blah, that's the same as before. If used when charged, has a 30% chance to reset your special. Wait, what? There's 200 damage. Wait, okay, in front of you. Other abilities can charge this up to a maximum of 4 times at once. Damage is slightly increased. If used when charged, there's a 30% chance to reset your special. What? Okay. So basically I can switch between special and primary back and forth all the time. That's huge. Technically. Okay. Wait a second. If I buy the Opal defensive upgrade, is my cooldown 10 seconds or 18? Because I have an item that changes my defense cooldown. Gain brief invulnerability, jump 3 rabbit leaps in the direction you're moving and erase projectiles at your destination. Charge your primary once. Number of users is increased. Okay. Cooldown is increased. Now gains back all users every cooldown. Ah. I can use it 4 times. Okay, how much money do I have? 37. Not enough. Not enough for 2 things. I do like that. And I do like that. Oh, not enough gold. I'm dying. Bye-bye. Okay. Not as appreciative as the other shopkeepers. Okay, I need to check out how fast I reset my special actually. Aua. Ja. So. That fight with the back and forth thingy. Aua. No. Can you stop it? Ow. Sure. I don't like this fight. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I cannot squeeze another game here in 10 minutes. That's not possible. I will be live tomorrow again though. And continue the... what's the name of the game? Oh my god. Poppy Playtime. Yeah. I don't know why I'm so bad at Revenant Steel right now. Are the fights just different? What did I do wrong today? Whatever. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I will, yeah, as I said, be live tomorrow again because I'm live every day except for Saturday. And if you want to know what I stream and not only when I stream, you can check out the schedule. Thank you for watching. See you at some time in the future maybe. And stay healthy and stay hydrated. Bye bye.